How's it going, everyone? Chris here. Just bringing you guys another video about cryptocurrency. I want to apologise for my laptop fan. It going off its head at the moment. It's pretty warm. Anyway, this video is about cloud mining, and in particular Hashflare versus Minergate. What's more profitable? Now, Minergate sounds enticing because it's a lifetime contract, but, and it's a big, huge but, per gigahash their payouts are less than a third of what Minergate are. So basically what Minergate earns in 1 week, it takes 3 weeks on, sorry, other way around. What Minergate earns in 3 weeks, Hashflare earns in 1 week. Alright, so it's a huge difference. It's only a 12-month contract on Hashflare, but a massive difference in the payout. This has to run for 3 years to make the same amount that Hashflare will make. So, and it will stop once it's not profitable. And because it's making a third of what I should be, it's going to become not profitable a lot quicker than it otherwise would. But anyway, my recommendation is to stay away from Minergate. At the moment I'm just letting it clock up till I got enough for a withdrawal. So you can see down here I've made 24,864 satoshis, so nearly 25,000 satoshis since basically Christmas. That was my last reinvest. So Hashflare, on the other hand, you can see my original investment was 330 gigahash, which is the same as what I got on here. So basically, where is it? A log here. I'll go back to the start. I'm getting 4,000 satoshis more or less a day. Alright, so 4, 8, 12, 24, 6 or 7 days it would take, more so 6, it would take probably not even to make that 25,000 satoshis, when this one's been like say 11 days, so half. But anyway, moral of the story, Hashflare absolutely whoops Minergate out of the water. So I basically haven't done a reinvest on here since I think the 21st, right? I'm waiting until, although it's still profitable, I'm waiting until the cost of 100 gigahashes comes under 14,000, 144,000 satoshis. So I'm waiting for that to go to 143,999, and then I'm going to make a reinvestment, because that'll kind of maximize on the profit, and it shouldn't take too long for Bitcoin to get there. So you might have noticed that my last reinvestment was right on the peak of where just before Bitcoin dropped. Also, when I brought in, because my original was 330, and then I brought another 650, right? And including those two reinvestments, that took me up to a total of 1 terahash, which you can see that was on the 17th, and then on the 20th they upped the price. So that was 3 days before the price increase. Alright, so I saved a huge amount there. Plus, if you look back on the 17th, the price of Bitcoin was pretty high. So the amount of satoshis that it cost me to get my terahash was quite low. So it was basically 1% of a Bitcoin. So that's all I have invested, 1% of a Bitcoin. So once that clicks over to a 1, I'm in profit. But I'm going to be reinvesting for a while. I'm just waiting for that to clock up, and then it's all going to get dumped in there. I'm going to do that for the next couple of months, and then it should be clocking up 1% of a Bitcoin pretty quickly, because minimum withdrawal amount is 5% of a Bitcoin. So realistically, if you're gonna invest, I don't recommend doing micro investments. You'll never be able to get your money out. Alright, you'll have to compound it for like 2 years before you'll get any money out. So at the moment I've got 1.05, where is it here? 1.05 terahash. So 1 terahash is $220 US. I would kind of recommend that as a minimum starting point for anybody. Obviously, if you don't have that sort of money, then you shouldn't be investing in things like this. But if you do and you want to cash out some profits, or at the end of the day, you're going to end up, if you wait for this to be a 143, you're going to end up with more than double your satoshis back at the end. So mine were I got in at 01, so I'm going to almost 3 times my satoshis if I just leave it. But at the current price, you'll pretty much 2 times your initial investment in satoshis. Forget the dollar amount, because as the Bitcoin price goes up, your earnings go up. So at the moment it's $2.42, but when Bitcoin was down at, I think, like 13 or 12.5, that was down to $1.80 a day. So I haven't reinvested. All I've done is sit on my coins, and now it just keeps going up. So in the next few days, this should be down to 143, and that's when I recommend jumping in. So if you want to check it out, Hashflare, I'll leave a link in the description. It's well worth it. They also offer other mining, but it's not really very not profitable at all. If you want Zcash or Ethereum mining, I suggest that you go and buy a mining rig. If you don't believe me, check out my video about my mining rig, because alright, perfect example. So my mining rig at the moment is getting me 87 mega hashes. Alright, so how much would that cost me here? 85, so 1870 USD. USD to AUD. I paid 1500 Australian, right? It's costing me $2 a day to run. So, cost me 1500. That leaves 800. $2 a day, 365 times 2. So, basically, at my premium Australian freaking power cost, it's cheaper to buy a mining rig and run it for the year on your power than it is to buy the hash power through cloud mining. So keep that in mind, everybody. That includes the cost of the rig and the power for the year. So check out my video on my mining rig update, my latest one. I'll leave I'll leave a little button for you to press at the end of this video, so that'll take you straight to that, and you'll see how much power it's using and everything like that. And yeah, so I don't recommend anything except for the SHA-256, which is Bitcoin mining. Alrighty, anyway, hope you guys found that informative, and it gives you a bit more of a direction in which way you want to head. I'll leave all the links in the description, and don't forget to check out my mining rig video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.